It's eternal authenticity, broadcasting live, the one and only Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity, broadcasting live. Click the like button, like this video. I'm doing an early morning, early rising AM audio message. Click the like button, Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. And yeah, I'm staying calm and I'm trusting the process. I'm always keeping my faith strong in God. I'm always keeping my faith strong in God. I'm always believing in God forever. I'm always truly believing in God forever. I'm trusting God's plan. I'm a child of God. It don't matter, how big my muscles are. It don't matter what type of car I'm driving. It don't matter how much money I have. At the end of the day, I'm a child of God. We are children of God. So we have to humble ourselves. And my point is, I'm staying calm and I'm trusting the process. God is far beyond our comprehension. God is very, very, very more intelligent than us. God is far more intelligent than all of us humans. So I know that there is a divine path that I'm on. I'm on a divine path. I'm fulfilling a specific, special mission, in this incarnation. I'm fulfilling specific purposes in all of my incarnations, So it's just, I'm staying calm, I'm trusting the process, with life. There's delays in different ways, different types of delays where we have to wait, whether it's waiting for money, waiting for money to come in, waiting for money to flow in, either coming up with some type of service or looking for work, looking for a job, whatever, waiting for your businesses, waiting for your customers to pay you, whatever. It's different stuff, that we could be waiting for. Delays with money, delays with love, I know about that. Delays with love, where it's like so much alone time, so much isolation. That's why I'm overcome. There's so much isolation and alone time, so much hate from the world, so much jealousy, so much hate and sick vibes from the world, where I'm just left all alone with nobody to talk to, nobody understanding me, people misunderstanding me, people judging, people hating, and I'm just being real. I'm just being myself, and I'm praying to God, and I'm doing the work, staying in my higher nature, and I'm asking God, when will I ever finally have a loyal, faithful wife that will stay with me forever? When will I finally have a beautiful, faithful, loyal wife who respects me and is committed to me forever? When will I ever have a woman who only has eyes specifically for me, Sky Blackwell? When will I finally have a woman who is 100% committed to me? When will I have that for life? Not just for a month, not just for a few weeks, not just for a year. No, when will I have a lifelong, faithful, loyal, true commitment from a beautiful woman? You know, I'm deeply attracted. I'm deeply attracted to her. She's deeply attracted to me. She prioritizes me. I'm her priority. You know, and that's that. You know, I'm honoring her. I'm taking care of her. When will I finally have children? In this cold, wicked, fake world. In this cold, fake, wicked world, when will I finally have my happy, healthy family? You know, when all this other fake, materialistic stuff is going on, when can I have my success? When will I have my happy home, my happy house, my lovely children, and when will I have, quality time to live with my wife and children? When will I finally be able to travel around the world? You know, when will I be able to safely travel around the world and visit several lovely beaches and beautiful places all around the world, many different countries? When will I finally, be able to safely travel with my wife and children around the world and have fun in a peaceful way? When will I finally have lots of money so I can travel whenever, wherever I want to go with my family? You know, I'm asking God. I've been asking God. I'm not keeping it alive. I'm keeping my dreams alive. I know there has to be a plan. There has to be specific, special timing God has. So I just got to be patient, for traveling, for all the money, for the true love, for the true, real, loyal love. I'm being patient to have a family, to be a father, to be a husband, to grow in business, for all the fame and likes and subscribers and views and all that from me when I finally will blow up after all of my life watching everybody else getting all these views and all this attention and me just being left alone, basically forgotten, me, just overlooked. I've been overlooked, I've been taken for granted, I've been underpaid, and I've always been the one listening to others. I've always been the one supporting others. I've always been the one who I wasn't ever really getting the true recognition. I wasn't ever really getting the true recognition and appreciation that I really deserve, that I really desire and deserve, and yeah, I'll be wondering like, wow, if all this other stuff gets all this attention, pranks, and people selling their soul, and people stripping down, selling their body, and stuff like that, and all this fear with, murders and fights, this gets all this views and attention, all the celebrities, all the celebrity entertainment, gets all these likes and attention and views and stuff. Man, that's weak as hell. I'm not about to sell my soul. I'm not gonna lose my integrity. I'm not gonna go down that bad path of being fake. I'm keeping my soul forever. I'm always keeping my soul forever. I'm not signing no contracts. I'm staying true to myself. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. I'm holding on to my integrity. I'm keeping my dignity. I'm keeping my self-respect. So I don't have to strip down for the camera. I'm not gonna be, people pleasing just to go viral. No, I'm going viral off of positivity, consciousness, and righteousness, and serving God in an honorable way. That's how I'm going viral, by being in my true, righteous, honorable, God-given purpose. So I'm not worried about how the fame will come, because I know it's already here. I know I'm already worthy to have millions of subscribers, millions of likes, lots of followers, lots of people sending me positive, lovely messages. I'm worthy to receive lots of, blessings and appreciation and support. Because I've been putting in great work, helping out the whole community, the whole world, not just where I'm from, not just Dallas, Texas. No, I've been helping out people all around the world, universally, globally, worldwide. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I am a universal leader. I am a global leader. And yeah, I'm a household name around the world in a positive, respectful way. So, yeah, stay calm and trust the process. Many times I'm like, wow, God removed a lot of people from my life, a lot of fake people, a lot of snakes, enemies, whatever. People that's judging, criticizing, holding on to, a past version of myself. They're not able to recognize my greatness today. There's nothing to talk about with a lot of these people. So yeah, I'm left alone and I'm isolated because I'm a genius. I'm far beyond my years. I'm wise beyond my years. I'm light years ahead of humanity. So many people, they will never understand. They will never be able to even be able to comprehend the high levels of success that I'm on. I'm on a rare path, so I understand it gets lonely at the top, and God always is protecting me. That's just how science works. Everybody can't be at the top. Everybody can't go. It's just like a pyramid. It's smaller ratio at the top. It's not all big at the top. It's small at the top of the pyramid, so I've had to accept my role, and I've had to learn how to trust divine order, divine timing, that, hey, of course, God is the creator. This is a magical, beautiful life experience we are living, so God created all of this magic and beauty. So it's not an accident. Life is not an accident or a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. Like literally we have to trust God. Like we can't force our life, and we can't be stressing out, crashing out. So that goes back to staying calm and trusting the process. The money, the fame, the love, the success, it's coming. It's happening, So stay calm. I know it's easier said than done. I know it's like, wow, I need this money. I need this money, or I need this whatever. These clothes or this food or whatever, this car or this new house or whatever the case may be. But if we're able to just learn how to feel whole within ourselves, love ourselves, even when there's nobody around, even when we're literally all alone and there's nobody to talk to, when there's nobody to, listen, truly to listen, when nobody has time to hear your ideas or your dreams, when no one's there clapping for you, when nobody's there cleaning up with you. People just want to be there for the party. They just want to party, have fun, hook up, and leave. They don't want to help clean up. They don't want to help set up the party. They don't want to help clean up afterwards. Nope. They just bounce. They just in and out real fast, like it's a fast food drive-through. You know what I'm saying? So, and it'd be hard because you'd be all alone having these deep thoughts, and you don't want to keep it bottled up because that's not healthy. But then it's like everybody be judging, Everybody be busy. Everybody be making excuses why they don't have time. They don't have no time. They're unavailable. And it's like, it can be very hard. It's the path of true success and greatness. It's not always easy. It's tough. It's difficult. That's why very few people truly move forward on God's plan. That's why very few people listen to God, because God is always going to push us to be our best, and God is always going to know best, and God has a special timing, a unique, specific reasoning for everything. It's not something we have to analyze. It's not something we have to analyze and overthink. We don't need to be overthinking, analyzing, worrying, stressing, panicking. We can't be panicking, having all this anxiety, overthinking how everything will work out. We can't be doing that. Life is going to happen. There's going to be a lot of moments, a lot of years, a lot of days, weeks, months, years, decades, memories, days and nights, different types of weather, and it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. So my point is like, stay calm and trust the process. We don't have to be so critical about every exact perfect detail about how everything will work out, how God will show up. We have to trust. That's what I'm doing. I'm trusting God. It's not like, in a fearful way. No, it's like, just like a bird. A bird is trusting its wings that it's going to fly, right? A bird is always trusting its wings that it's going to fly. And guess what? Birds, they fly. Birds flying everywhere. And squirrels also. Squirrels crawling up the trees. Squirrels crawling up the trees. They crawling up apartments, crawling up houses and stuff. They have that gift. They have that talent. They have those claws and stuff. They're able to climb up stuff. So that's what it is. Even when it may be noisy outside, all types of noises from neighbors, from planes, sirens, the concrete jungle, bull crap, the hustle and bustle. You still gotta stay calm and trust the process and realize, hey, a better day will come. Better days are coming. Better days are coming in the future. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. So just like a bird trusts its wings that, hey, I'm going to fly over here and I'm going to fly over there. Well, guess what? I'm doing the same thing. I'm trusting God with my wings. I'm going to fly over here. I'm going to fly over there. I'm flying everywhere. Hey, and it's all going to be good. I am protected. I'm always divinely protected forever. I'm always highly favored. I'm always highly favored. I'm always divinely protected forever. And yes, I'm staying grateful. I'm staying appreciative forever. I'm always showing respect to the universe. Therefore, I'm always receiving love, appreciation, and respect from the universe. So stay calm and trust the process. Sometimes, I am like, wow, like, sometimes I feel like, nobody cares, nobody's around, nobody's listening. A lot of times I feel like that. People are just watching, lurking, hating, criticizing, jealous, judging, whatever, having all these opinions. And it's like, wow, where are these people at? Why can't y'all support me? Why aren't y'all there for me? Why aren't y'all, congratulating me or cheering me on? Why is it always just me showing up? Like, just showing up to a tough crowd, showing up to people that's uninspired, and I realize, hey, I'm not here to perform for anybody. I'm not here to people please. It's not my job to perform for someone. It's not my job to, people please and, be on everybody's good side. I'm not here to be on everybody's good side. I'm not here to be liked by everybody. I understand people on a lot of different wild stuff, and I'm not about to be holding everybody's hand. I'm certainly not about to be selling out. I'm not selling out. I will not tolerate mediocrity. I will not tolerate mediocre energies. I am not tolerating a mediocre lifestyle. So that's why God always has me alone so much, because it's so much spam, it's so much trash out in the world, it's so much negativity, it's so much fake vibes and fake people out there. So I'm choosing to protect my energy, and even when it's hard, when there's nobody around, when there's delays, when we're waiting on stuff, waiting on things, waiting on just someone to talk to, waiting on success, waiting on money, waiting on love, waiting on opportunities, waiting on our body to develop, waiting on our body to heal, waiting on growing, waiting on learning stuff, maybe in school or whatever, waiting on stuff, waiting on talking things out with a specific person, our special, the one we really love. Maybe we have space from that person, and we really want to just make things right and make up. That's what I've always wanted to do with the one I want. Not a toxic partner. I'm not going back to a demon. I'm not going back to a narcissist. I'm not going back to a snake. I'm not going back. I desire to actually have that true unconditional love with the one I want and actually make up with her. Where there's nobody else. There's never been anybody else. It's only been me and her. I desire to have that magical, fairy tale, real life, epic love. I don't know when that will happen. Nobody's expressed true unconditional love to me. Everybody's just so quick and fast to give up. People are so quick and fast to give up, leave. There's no talking stuff out. There's no communication. People are just so bent out of shape over an argument or hard times or a disagreement, a small disagreement. I'm not even talking about no disrespectful stuff. I'm just talking about little small stuff. It just, people are impatient, when times are hard and things aren't so glamorous. Maybe there's not, all this glamorous stuff, materialistic stuff. There's not all these Rolexes and Lamborghinis around. There's not all this Gucci and Prada and Rolexes and Ferraris sitting around. So yeah, nobody's around because there's no materialistic stuff, right? So sometimes that's hard, being alone, working on ourselves, working on our dream. Even though the world is being distracted. The world is being distracted by illusion. The world is being deceived by Satan. The world is being hypnotized by Satan. They're under Satan's spell. So they're distracted. They give their attention to trash. They give their attention to, foolish stuff. So it's hard because it's like the truth is being hidden. They want to try to suppress real knowledge. You know, they don't want to actually help out. They don't want to help, you know, they don't want to help the truth to really thrive and go viral, you know. But it doesn't matter. The truth is going to be out there. The truth is always going to last the test of time, you know. Just like the turtle and the rabbit, the turtle and the hare, you know, the turtle wins. In the long run, at the end of the day, the turtle wins the race. The tortoise, whatever, they win the race because they took an intelligent path. They had an intelligent, positive attitude towards the race. They took their time and they showed up and they got it done in a respectful way. But the hare, it burned out. It crashed out. It fell asleep and it lost. They are a loser, you know, because they tried to cheat their way to success. They tried to finesse and cheat their way to the top. And that's why they lost. That's why they're always going to lose, because you can't make shortcuts. You can't be cheating God. You know, you can't cheat God. So my point is, have that turtle mindset. You know, I'm having that turtle mindset. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm not competing. I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing. I'm not competing. You know, I'm staying in my own lane. I'm swimming in my own race. I'm in a league of my own. You know, I am one of a kind. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. So I know I have a specific, unique blueprint to my life. You know, I know that nobody else is here to do what I'm here to do. You know, I'm here for a unique reason of righteousness. So I'm here to serve God in a righteous, divine way forever. You know, so like I said, I'm concluding this note. Trust the process. Stay calm. Trust God and trust the process. So thank you for listening. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Stay elevated. Stay patient. Follow me. Connect with me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. At Eternal Authenticity. Sky Blackwell. Much love. Message me to order CMOS gel. Message me to order alkaline herbal detox teas. Message me to order my plant-based recipe ebook. My ebooks about plant-based recipes, and my ebooks about knowledge, herbal detox wisdom, you know, about all the specific various alkaline healing herbs. Hit me up, you know, for consultation, for life coaching, for detoxing, all that. Connect with me. Send me some positive vibes on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, at Eternal Authenticity. And I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to serve you. I'm happy to inspire you. So click the like button, like this video, click the like button. It helps this message to get out to more people, so it can help more people like this video, like all my videos, so my videos can be shared around the world to help inspire other people in a positive way. So thank you. Y'all stay blessed. Thank you for listening. Take care. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. It's been an honor as always. Stay calm. Stay calm and trust the process. Somehow, some way, God will come through. God will perform miracles. God will make things right. You know, God will restore justice. You know, God will give us restoration. You know, God will fix things for us. We just have to be patient and we have to be obedient. So, Much love. Y'all stay blessed. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.